What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kyle Berkeley. Um, it's been a while since we've done this. We were trying to make some changes to the Nameless Blog to make it into a podcast. I have a co-host. We were trying to figure out how to make certain things work, and just timing became an issue. And anybody who creates content online understands that it's a job all by itself creating content. That being said, let's talk about the book tour. So, first and foremost, I want to say it was a huge success doing this book tour. I truly enjoyed myself, and I can't stress enough. Thank you to everybody who participated in this book tour. Um, I just can't stress enough. There was so much support, so much love that went into this, and words can't even explain how appreciative I am for the turnouts that I've had throughout the book tour. Some of the places I definitely want to give shout out to: Good Words Coffee Shop up in Chicopee, Massachusetts; Source of Knowledge over in Jersey. Um, Pennsylvania just held it down. Philly, the Crema Urban Bookstore. I can't wait to go back there. The Black Reserve, Howard University. Oh, you guys are awesome. Actually, they're hosting one of my favorite podcasts soon, Smalltown Murder. They're going to be over there soon, so I'm hoping that some kind of way I could bump into them while they're there. Positive vibes. There were some things that fell through, but what's crazy is I want to get some more dates booked, which isn't shown on this screen right here. Turning the Page Bookshop. Funny story. Okay, so we had to change the dates for Turning the Page, right? And while we changed the dates to it, I was down there right before the hurricane hit. So that Saturday, I was there for the book tour. Came back. Well, went. I was in Sumter on that Sunday. Was able to see some family members, not everybody. Which I can't wait to go back down there. So there's some work right now, which we're booking out the holiday schedule right now. So be on the lookout. There is a lot of holiday events, starting with the Black Mall on October 15th. So I'm looking forward to being there at the Black Mall. So all my Baltimore folk, October 15th, Black Mall. I'll be there. Copies of the Wait, copies of the Void, copies of the Legacy. You can all get signed copies. Can't wait to see you all there. Um, so that's it for the quick housekeeping. Other than one other thing, and that other thing is there is an award that I'm up for, which I need everybody to go out and vote for me, please. So, how do you do that? Well, you go to the baltimorescene.org. On your screen right now, you should see the website. I'm going to give step by step instructions because I always hear, how do you vote, right? So, if you look over where my mouse is right here, not the squeaky mouse, but the finger pointer, boom. So, we see where that's at. It says vote 2023. You would click that. Then it would load. Sorry, I have Xfinity like a lot of people in Maryland, and Xfinity is Xfinity. I have no good things to say about Xfinity, other than they are a company. Uh, so you click on that, see these red stars. So this is one of my thousands of email addresses. Sorry, and actually, I don't even use it. I just use it for junk mail at this point. So if that's not the right email address, you put in the right email address. See all these red stars, you would fill out all this information, red star, because they're very efficient to make sure that the voting is fair. What's your email address? They're going to actually, again, your phone number, what's your Instagram handle. If you have an Instagram, put it in there. If you don't, put something in there. I don't know how that works if you don't have an Instagram. And you would just scroll on down. Now, mind you, please feel free to fill out all of these, right? Like hairstylist of the year. There's a few great ones out there. Latoya Crystal Huff is one that I could think of off the top of my head. Podcast of the Year, Chef of the Year. Of course, my man Ben at Hoodfellas, I put him down as one. Entrepreneur of the Year, Foundation of the Year, Open Mic of the Year, Supporter of the Year, and right here, this right here, when you scroll down to here, you have up to 3 options. I am asking everybody who has enjoyed The Wake, The Void, or The Legacy, or all three, which is almost impossible not to enjoy the Void and The Legacy. And The Wake is a prequel to all of it, so it's good. It's a good read. I will be the first to tell you, The Void and The Legacy are like The Wake is here, The Void and The Legacy is all the way up here. Like just the series is just phenomenal, and just nominate me. There are tons of other great artists that I would authors that I would say please feel free to put them in. Odessa Rose being on one, Cheryl Barton being another. There's tons. There are a lot of great authors out right now putting out some real great work. Oh my gosh, I forgot my dude name. I just was talking to him on Instagram last night. Please forgive me. Charge my head, not my heart. But there are tons of great authors out right now. I think his book was like Coffee and something. But anyway, please, this is how you do. Go to the Baltimore Scene, Vote 2023, fill out the information at the top, scroll down right here where I have highlighted writers and authors. That's where I need you to fill out at. And then afterwards, you would just keep on down the road. If you would like to fill in any other stuff, please do. I strongly encourage you to. And as you come to a close, because it's a lot of drop down. I'll be the first to admit it is a lot of drop down. You just go right here and then you would submit. And then you're done. So thank you. Thank you in advance. I really appreciate you. And please, let's get these votes out. Last, I want to say, because I'm not going to hold you long. Last, I want to say, the union is an awesome experience to write. Like, I am having a lot of fun writing the union. And this book is just it's a slow burn in the beginning because I'm telling so there is a 3-year gap. So the legacy happened in 2019 as far as timeline goes in the series. Excuse me. As far as timeline goes in the series, the legacy happened in 2023. So the union happens in 2022. I'm sorry, the legacy happened in 2019. I apologize. 2019 legacy happened. So let's follow the timeline. 26 events of the wake. 2016 events of the wake. 2017 the void happens. Skip 2 years. 2019 events of the legacy happens, and then 2022 is where we pick up with the union, and it for the most part takes place in the summer of 2022. And by doing so, we're able to have a lot of fun because we're able to talk about a lot of real life events in a fictional. Well, actually, that's basically the series. It's some true stories in a fictionalized telling. But we're able to bring in elements like COVID, issues like what's going on right now in the city with this water crisis, and we're able to really dive in and bring it into the whole Tiffany Gibbons world that we've created. So while we're doing that, I really want to say it has been a lot of fun. I do want to point out that this story does cover the idea of a cult, right? So religious cults. And it covers it from 2 different sides. And it covers it from the Black community. What does a cult look like in the Black community? And it kind of covers it in the white community, but we don't go too far in just because the storytelling is directly through Tiffany Gibbons' eyes. So we're really fleshing out Hakeem's family in the story because in the union, Hakeem and Tiffany are married. So you're learning a lot about Hakeem and Jamar's sister Keisha, and you're learning about a little bit of details of the Flamingo Club. I don't want to go too far in because the transition, the final book in the series, is all about the Flamingo Club. So I'm definitely trying to be careful not to go overboard. And I'm on the last few chapters of the book right now. and there's a few chapters that actually had to get deleted because I had to scrap on the cutting room floor because it just wasn't right to put it in at the time. It just didn't fit the narrative of what we're doing with this book. But I will say that I'm very proud of how everything has gone. I'm looking forward to it coming out hopefully in November this year. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And I'm going to leave you guys with this trailer before I go. I'm going to try to leave you guys with this trailer before I go. And this isn't the trailer for the Union. This is the trailer for the Void and the trailer for the Legacy. So give me 1 second. Bear with me, because again, we're learning a lot of things today as far as how we're going to change this format. Share screen. Here we go.
Things hasn't been the same since the death of my grandmother, Florence Sims, and the community leader, Pastor Donald Avery. A group of police officers called the Narcotics and Firearms Task Force, led by Detective Sergeant Marshawn Bell, are working with a local gang called the Alphas, led by a guy named Milt. The Alphas are involved in drugs and sex trafficking, and thanks to Sergeant Bell, they are above the law. Evil's lurking everywhere, plotting on my derriere. Freedom. 2 years ago, my aunt, Gina Sims, opened her big mouth and went public and told the world about the Narcotics and Firearms Task Force being involved in sex trafficking and raiding homes of rival gang members to sell drugs to a local gang called the Alphas. Now the Alphas have turned on themselves to avoid an FBI investigation, and we have a serial killer known as the Action Figure Killer, better known as AFK, killing politicians and the citizens of Baltimore. The only thing the police and FBI know about AFK is he leaves a calling card at the scenes of his crimes, a child's toy. Evil's lurking everywhere, plotting on my derriere. All I need is you, Lord. I need is you. That decision. Every time I turn back, niggas won't come to put me down. Lord, I need you. I need you in an awesome. Hi, and welcome to.
Yep. So I definitely want to leave you all with that before we sign off. And I think I'm going to try this new format, shorter, condensed, talk about social issues, stuff like that, going forward. And we're going to try to make it once a week. If things pop up during a week, cool, we'll make it twice a week or however many times social issues pop up. Like right now, the government shutdown is a thing. I feel really horrible for a lot of the people who have government jobs. Right now, I currently work as a private therapist and also work with crisis response for a county here in Maryland. So my heart goes out to several, like all of the employees who have gone on, had to get their security clearance, pass a background check, established a career with the government, and right now it's turning into a political thing, and your paycheck may be lying in the wing. And people who receive like disabilities who really need the money for disability, there is a chance that they could be affected as well. Also, there's a lot of fear mongering involved. So my heart goes out to everybody involved. I really wish, as a people, we could come together on simple things and be human. Like we don't have to agree on everything politically, but I do believe that as human beings, as people that bleed blood, hearts pump, breath in their lungs, able bodied to do just simple day to day tasks. Um, we may not all have the same amenities. We may not all be health um, on the same level health wise. Some people may not be able to walk. Some people may have missing limbs. Some people may have vision impairments. Some people may have memory impairments. But if you have a soul in your body and of a sound mind, I still believe that all of us should be able to work together and be able to agree and find middle ground on things. We might not be able to agree with everything, but we should all be playing the same play. If we're all on the same field, I'm going to use an analogy of football. If we're on the field and whether I'm playing offense and you're playing defense, we should all be playing the same sport with the same goal of this is a sport, let's have fun, you know. And with that being said, even with government, I may believe in certain things, you may believe in certain things. Our beliefs should also be aligned with the greater good for everybody and not just selfish gain. And before I go out and call somebody's name out for their selfish gain, but how they oppressed a lot of Black people in the social work department here in Maryland, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So you guys have a wonderful day, except for Daphne. And thank you all for everything that you've done. Have a wonderful day.